I'm thinking like you've probably seen all kinds of craziness, good and bad, when it comes to authentication and identity. Do you have a horror story that you could tell where you're like, this was just a complete headache and completely open to where you take that?
So this actually got me interested in security in the first place. My Apple ID got hacked and held for ransom when I was a sophomore or junior in college.
Wow.
I was at home, with my roommates, and I'm seeing on my phone, it pops up, the this iPhone is lost or whatnot, and it displays a message. And it was in a different language. So I had to use Google Translate on my friend's phone to come up with what it was saying. And it was basically saying, to send money to some random email address in order to get my account back. So I've
Mm.
been in that position personally where it was completely terrifying. And what I ended up doing is that since I had a MacBook as well, I was able to get my Apple ID back by signing in through my laptop and going about it that way. But it can be incredibly scary. And I personally had that horror story where I think, oh my goodness, everything that's on my device is in someone else's hands. How do I get it back? What's the best way to do it? And this was before I had gotten into identity or security. So this was, pre being a professional in that field. So firsthand, it is incredibly terrifying and it can be a big horror story. And it happens to everyday people as well as large organizations all of the time. And I think at the end of the day, it's again simplifying that experience for the user. So to your point in that meme where that person is saying, oh, well, you've used that password before. Well, changing your password at a certain period of time doesn't really reduce risk in any way unless we know for a fact that password has been compromised. I think that it circles back to, again, how can we make these processes helpful for the users? So that way also users aren't feeling that security is an inconvenience to them, and taking away certain steps that are valuable, like MFA, for example, having to sell family and friends of turning on MFA when they think, oh my gosh, this is annoying that I'm getting a text message to my phone, when we've statistically seen that it reduces your risk of compromise by 99.9%, at least on the Microsoft side, when we look at, user accounts that do versus do not have MFA. So it again circles back to, it's not helpful when we teach end users that security is being uncomfortable or cumbersome or doing something that is out of your way in order to accomplish your end task.